Never eat these 10 dinners after 6 p.m. Number 4. Can disrupt your heart health. Stop what you're doing. Put down that fork, step away from the microwave, and listen closely because tonight's dinner might be sneaking around like a culinary ninja, ready to sabotage your sleep, stiffen your joints, and give your poor heart more drama than a telenovela. Yes, my friends, not all dinners are created equal, especially after 6 p.m. Today, we're diving fork first into the top 10 dinners you should never eat after 6 p.m. And number 4? It's a doozy. This sneaky dish could send your ticker into a tailspin and leave your heart humming a heavy metal solo while you're just trying to watch Jeopardy! But first, let's talk about something near and dear to all of us. Over 55, muscle. Or rather, the mysterious vanishing act it tends to perform. You know the one. One day you're lifting your grandkid like a bag of flour, and the next, you're winded rearranging throw pillows. Welcome to the world of sarcopenia. Gradual muscle loss that starts to creep in like a nosy neighbor who doesn't know when to leave. Here's the thing. What we eat for dinner plays a massive role in whether we fight back like Rocky in round 12 or slide into the couch like a melted scoop of Neapolitan. Let's protect those biceps and your bedtime by avoiding these 10 dinner disasters. Number 1. The Midnight Pasta Bomb. Heavy cream, Alfredo. Picture this. It's 6:45 p.m. The sun's dipping below the horizon. You're standing in the kitchen, swirling a spoon through a bubbling pot of fettuccine Alfredo. It smells divine. It looks like something served at a candlelit Tuscan villa by a waiter named Giovanni with perfect hair. You sit down. You take that first creamy bite, and bliss. But here's the plot twist. By 9 p.m., your stomach is hosting a cheese-based hostage situation. You're bloated, gassy, and lying in bed like a beached whale whispering, "Why did I do this to myself again?" Alfredo, my friends, is the edible equivalent of an overenthusiastic aunt hugs too tight, stays too long, and doesn't take the hint to leave. Loaded with heavy cream, butter, and cheese, this dish is dense, and I don't mean emotionally. It's a fat bomb that sits in your gut like an overstuffed suitcase, refusing to unpack. By the time your poor digestive system finally clocks out around 2 a.m., your body has missed the critical repair window it should have been using to rebuild muscle, regulate hormones, and sweep out cellular garbage. Visual. Imagine your stomach as a slow-moving postal service, and Alfredo is a bloated, slippery package that says "fragile" in big red letters and refuses to fit in any of the boxes. Surprising science. Eating high-fat meals at night has been shown to disrupt circadian rhythms, basically confusing your internal clock so your body thinks it's party time when it should be bedtime. In older adults, this can delay sleep onset and reduce deep sleep, aka the stuff that keeps your brain sharp and your muscles strong. So unless you enjoy waking up at 3 a.m. feeling like a lasagna that fell down the stairs, maybe save the Alfredo for lunch. Number 2. Steakzilla with a side of brick potatoes. Let's paint a picture. You've had a long day. You want to reward yourself. So you fire up the grill and slap on a steak the size of Nebraska. You pair it with some buttery mashed potatoes, maybe a few glistening mushrooms sautéed in what you claim is just a little garlic butter, but is actually half a stick. You sit down, dig in, and by the time you push back from the table, your waistband has filed for divorce. Here's the catch. Red meat's specially a big ol' slab of itis tough on your digestion. It's rich in saturated fats and takes forever to break down. Like trying to chew your way through a leather couch cushion with a plastic spork. And don't get me started on the potatoes, especially when they're whipped with cream and butter until they resemble some sort of savory dessert mousse. They spike your blood sugar, then drop it like a bad blind date, leaving you jittery, sluggish, or wide-eyed in bed watching infomercials about miracle knee braces. Visual. Your stomach is a tired night janitor, and the steak is a 300-pound vending machine that just got pushed down the stairs and needs to be hauled away without help and in the dark. Trivia tidbit. In a fascinating study, people who ate high-protein, high-fat dinners had more fragmented sleep and increased nighttime wakefulness. Why? Because their bodies were too busy digesting to focus on rest. So maybe next time, skip the full-on Texas Roadhouse reenactment after 6 p.m. Your heart, your gut, and your mattress will thank you. Number 3. The sad frozen healthy meal. Now, I know these little boxes look innocent enough. They're neatly packaged. They say words like lean, fit, heart smart. It's like the meal equivalent of a used car salesman who insists you call him Coach. But open that box, and what do you find? A tiny rectangle of meat, 2 lonely vegetables, and a mashed potato swirl that looks like it was piped by a robot having a nervous breakdown. And yet, somehow, it has 100 milligrams of sodium. That's over half your daily limit in a tray the size of a VHS tape. Most of these meals are ultra-processed, meaning they've been stripped, bleached, frozen, and stuffed with additives to make them shelf-stable, which is code for survive a nuclear winter. And the problem? All that sodium jacks up your blood pressure, the low fiber keeps you constipated, and the preservatives might just make your gut bacteria file a hostile takeover. Visual. Imagine your taste buds wearing tiny hazmat suits, poking at a mystery meat puck with a Geiger counter, while your colon sighs heavily in the background. Science drop. A 2023 study found that adults over 60 who regularly consumed ultra-processed meals had a 32% higher risk of developing cognitive decline. Yep, those sad little plastic trays might be eating away at more than just your appetite. So, if dinner feels like it came from a vending machine in a spaceship, maybe it's time to rethink your orbit. Number 4. The Heartbreaker Rotisserie Chicken Skin Gravy Combo. Ah, yes, the beloved rotisserie chicken. A weeknight savior. It sits under those grocery store heat lamps like a golden goddess whispering, "Take me home. I'm juicy and pre-cooked." And let's be honest, most of us don't even use a plate. You tear off a drumstick like a caveman, munch the skin, then start spooning cold gravy directly from the plastic tub. It's primal. It's delicious. It's a cardiovascular ambush in disguise. The chicken itself? Not the enemy. It's the skin, that crispy, salty, fatty goodness that clings to the meat like an overzealous stage mom that's loaded with saturated fats and trans fats. Yes, some still sneak in via processing. And that store-bought gravy? Think of it as salt-flavored sludge, made with mystery starches, rehydrated chicken base, and enough preservatives to mummify a squirrel. Visual. Picture your arteries trying to run a marathon while chicken skin clogs the track and gravy sets up a slip and slide of doom. Quick fact. Eating fatty poultry skin and processed gravies late in the day has been linked to increased nighttime blood pressure surges and greater arterial stiffness, especially in older adults with existing cardiovascular concerns. It's not that you have to say goodbye to your grocery store bird. Just maybe introduce it to a napkin and skip the gravy swimming pool. Number 5. Sushi Surprise, the raw deal after dusk. Now, sushi might seem like a healthy choice, and don't get me wrong, it can be. But after 6 p.m., you might be unleashing a tiny rice-wrapped chaos demon into your digestive system. Let's unpack it. White rice is a high glycemic carb, meaning it digests quickly and spikes your blood sugar. Not ideal right before bed when your body's trying to settle down, not throw a glucose rave. Next up, the soy sauce. Just 1 tablespoon has more sodium than a fistful of pretzels. And let's be honest, you're not dipping that sushi. You're soaking it like it's taking a hot bath at a salt spa. Then there's the raw fish issue. If it's not absolutely fresh, and I mean caught this morning and kept on ice, your stomach might reject it faster than a toddler spits out kale. Food poisoning risk goes up with age, and digestion slows, meaning your body's got less firepower to battle any little invaders that sneak in with that spicy tuna. Visual. Picture a tiny samurai roll slipping into your gut, slicing and dicing with soy sauce nunchucks while your digestive system frantically waves a white flag. Nerd nugget. Consuming high-carb meals, like white rice, late at night reduces REM sleep, the phase where your brain processes memory and emotions. So if you're waking up groggy and grumpy, that California roll might be to blame. If you must sushi after sunset, opt for brown rice, skip the soy sauce, or go low sodium. And maybe consider a cooked roll instead of raw fish roulette. Number 6. The cheese-covered couch nap. Late night pizza. It's 7:30 p.m. You're tired. You're hungry. You don't want to cook. Suddenly, like a glorious, greasy angel pizza appears. Maybe it's from your favorite delivery spot. Maybe it's one of those artisan frozen ones with a name like La Pizzelle Deliziosa that makes you feel like you're in Florence. Doesn't matter. Because once that cheese hits your tongue, it's game over. You eat a slice, then another, then 3 more. And before you know it, you're half conscious on the couch. Sauce on your shirt, eyes glazed over like the crust you just devoured. Visual. Picture your stomach like a cluttered living room, and the pizza slices flop onto the couch cushions, spill soda on the carpet, and fall asleep with their shoes on. Now here's the kicker. Pizza is a triple threat. You've got refined carbs in the crust, saturated fats in the cheese, and sodium bombs in the sauce and toppings. Your body has to launch a full-blown emergency response to handle this at night, like calling in the fire department to put out a flaming pepperoni. Science snack. Late-night pizza has been linked to acid reflux and poor sleep quality. The grease relaxes your lower esophageal sphincter. Yes, that's a real thing. Which means stomach acid can make a midnight climb up the throat ladder, causing heartburn and disrupted sleep. So unless you enjoy sleeping upright like a reclining vampire, maybe make pizza a lunchtime affair. Number 7. The Sweet Trap ice cream. Just a little scoop. Lie. Ah, ice cream. The seductive siren of the freezer. It starts innocent enough. Just 1 scoop. But you and I both know scoops are a myth. You blink, and suddenly the spoon's scraping the bottom of the tub like a construction site jackhammer. Visual. Picture a tiny, overworked spoon digging into a tub like it's mining for lost treasure while your pancreas quietly screams in the background. Ice cream hits your body like a sugar and fat 1-2 punch. The sugar spikes your blood glucose right before bed, setting off an insulin reaction that's the metabolic equivalent of a toddler throwing a tantrum. Then the fat slows digestion, keeping your body working overtime just as it wants to rest. Fun fact. A 2022 study found that consuming high glycemic desserts at night reduced deep sleep by up to 25%. Less deep sleep, less physical recovery, more muscle loss, and a higher risk of feeling like a 1987 Buick when you wake up. And don't be fooled by low-fat or sugar-free options. Many are pumped full of sugar alcohols that can cause bloating, gas, and brace yourself nighttime bubble gut. Look, we all love a sweet treat. Just try having it earlier in the day when your body is more metabolically active, or switch to a small portion of Greek yogurt with cinnamon and berries. Your taste buds will be confused, but your sleep will high-five you. Number 8. The healthy smoothie. That's actually a sugar tsunami. Smoothies. They're the green glow-up of the wellness world. They wear halos in grocery stores. They whisper things like, "I'm packed with antioxidants," and "just trust me, I'm good for you." But let me ask you this. If your dinner smoothie contains a banana, apple, mango, some pineapple, a scoop of honey, and fruit juice, are you drinking a health drink or a liquefied fruit salad on steroids? Visual. Imagine a blender going haywire and launching a tropical fruit parade across your kitchen while your liver waves a white flag and dives behind the fridge. Now, fruit is good, but a smoothie at night, especially one made mostly of high-sugar fruits, can trigger blood sugar spikes that mess with your sleep cycle and keep your body in go mode long after the lights are off. And let's not forget the fiber problem or lack thereof. When you blend fruit, the natural fiber gets pulverized, making it digest faster and spike glucose quicker. It's like eating a banana at tank speed. Surprising science. Researchers at the University of Sydney found that nighttime glucose spikes lead to increased inflammation and disrupted sleep in adults over 55. Combine that with aging metabolism, and you're basically inviting a sugar gremlin into your dreams. So by all means, drink your greens. But make sure your smoothie isn't just a cleverly disguised milkshake, and please, don't call it dinner. Number 9. The Midnight Taco Madness. It's Taco Tuesday, but it's also 8 12:15 p.m. And you're elbow deep in crunchy shells, seasoned ground beef, shredded cheese, sour cream, guac, and mystery hot sauce from a packet with a flaming cartoon pepper on it. Tacos at night are like going to a fireworks show and then immediately trying to meditate. Your taste buds are thrilled. Your digestive system is confused. Your gut bacteria are starting a revolution. Visual. Picture a spicy taco cannon launching into your belly while your intestines hold up tiny protest signs that say, "Too late," and "Why the sour cream?" The combo of spicy food, giaon, high-fat giaon, onions, giaon, cheese, is a well-documented recipe for acid reflux. That burn you feel an hour later? That's not love. That's your lower esophageal sphincter failing to defend the castle gates. Trivia bite. Capsaicin, chemical in spicy food that gives it its kick, actually raises your core body temperature. That's why you sweat a little after hot sauce. But elevated body temp is exactly what you don't want. Before bed it can delay sleep onset and reduce total sleep time. So maybe keep Taco Tuesday at lunchtime, when your digestive firepower is at its peak, and save the hot sauce duel for daylight hours. Number 10. The Great Breakfast for Dinner Betrayal. Pancakes and syrup. Now I know this one will ruffle some feathers. Breakfast for dinner is cozy. It's nostalgic. It's got that grandkids are sleeping over and we're breaking the rules energy. But let's talk about what happens when you eat pancakes smothered in syrup after 6 p.m. Visual. Imagine your bloodstream turning into a lazy river of maple syrup while your insulin surfs the wave, screaming in panic. Pancakes are essentially discs of refined flour and sugar. Add sirupaka, liquefied sugar, and maybe even a few slices of bacon or sausage, and you've got a metabolic carnival ride that your body didn't sign up for. All those carbs spike blood sugar, then send it plummeting. You might fall asleep fast, but you're much more likely to wake up at 2 a.m. with a dry mouth, a racing heart, and a mysterious craving for pickles. Quick science flash. Carb-heavy meals like pancakes can suppress melatonin, your sleep hormone, while flooding your system with insulin. This combo makes it harder for your body to enter deep, restorative sleep, exactly the kind you need to preserve muscle mass and cognitive health as you age. If you love the ritual of breakfast for dinner, try something like scrambled eggs with sautéed spinach and a side of fruit. You'll still get the cozy vibes without the sugar avalanche. Listen, dinner isn't just fuel, it's an invitation. A chance to nourish the body that's carried you through decades of adventure, laughter, heartbreak, joy, and wisdom. And yes, maybe the occasional disco lesson or two. You deserve to feel good after dinner, not like you swallowed a brick wrapped in regret. So let's raise a glass of herbal tea to wiser choices, healthier evenings, and waking up feeling like $1 million without the credit card bill. Remember, you're not getting older, you're getting bolder. And your dinner? It should be working for you, not plotting against you in the shadows of 6 p.m. If this made you laugh, nod, or rethink tonight's takeout order, give this video a thumbs up, share it with your favorite dinner buddy, and hit subscribe for more bite-sized wisdom to keep you sharp, strong, and spectacular at every age. Now, what's for dinner? Just promise me it's not pizza nachos dipped in Alfredo. See you next time, legends.